What up, time space? What up, my magical, lovely, highlighted density people? I have a lot of messages that came through today from dreams, trials and tribulations, books I wrote, books I read. No harm to the messenger, I'm just disclosing pieces of information that I've walked through, I've lived through. Also, I'm just going to leave it at that. I feel like today's been extremely overwhelming. It's 5:05 on the clock, so big changes are coming. There's little pieces of me that don't enjoy doing these videos, to be honest with you. They're like check-in videos. These are my trials and tribulations, okay? But it matters. It matters far more than I can ever even explain. And that feels very heavy sometimes, and nobody really wants to hear it and deal with it and see it and say it. Here is part of the moral of the story. I have like 5 other messages I've done today that if you want to catch up, go watch the other messages before then. But it has to do with being a double helix, a double twin star. And the codings that go behind that, so on and so forth. So every time I'm pushed into a scenic, I'm pushed, and this has to do with I had multiple layers of dreams that I went through last night. I mean, multiple layers, and it's like, how deep do you go? And that's like a punchline. That's like that's a pun to a story. That's a trick question. To be honest with you, that's a trick question, and I'm tired of having to unjustified that measure. But like my spirit, my higher self wants me to know, and like wants the world to know, I guess, which is really hard for me to talk about sometimes. So hold on. Every time I'm pushed into one direction, like the further they push me down, and the deeper they try to get me, it's almost like they want to, in dreams, in movies, in a conscious level, in a star pattern level, and so on and so forth. It's almost like they're trying to bury the light, push it as deep as it can so that nobody can understand. And when that happens, because it's a double hedron, like a double star, which is the rarest, I guess, there is. And so every time a portion of that gets dragged, not only has it been stretched, and this has to do with coding and templates and so on and so forth, every time they try to stretch it and pull it, the opposite happens. So the lower they try to go, the higher it gets. And it's fucking so much. And so every time I've gone in, from so many experiments and experiences that I've gotten pushed into, from being kidnapped and isolated and experimented, for entertainment purposes only, and these are dreams and just shit that I talk about. Hold on. 3:31 on the clock when I pause that. That's significant. Anyways, so the more that they try to like bury it, the more it comes to light, and the more that they stretch it, the more it appears and becomes bright. And that's been also, it's wanting me to disclose the fact that also showing, and it's seen distance soon. So like it gets revealed and distance is seen soon, and when that distance appears, the truth is going to come out for everybody to see that they tried to bury and fake marry me. So it's almost like there's part of the land masses that know exactly the structure that we are. I'll just say it like that because I'm not the only one. This isn't just my story. This isn't just my manuscript, so to speak. And so the more others find out that like this information is already there and that they've been trying to like downplay it, and it's messing other things up out there, and on a world, it's not even just worldwide, on like a high end scope, and it like breaks another seal somehow, and then other things are revealed and other things are seen, and then other things was like, you had this the whole time. and you try to like cover up your own shit, and by doing so, it fucking exposed them. That wasn't supposed to happen. It's like these guys down here fucked around and found out, and now these guys up here are, at exposure level. And they're like, why didn't you say, why didn't you let all the other figures know that you had this fucking piece that they've been trying to find for a long time? You see what I'm saying? And it's like, that happens soon. And I'm like, oh shit, what happens when that happens? And I'm like, I'm the observer too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the observer too, but my higher self keeps coming through like, this is it. Like, this is what's happening. Because there's so many times that I go through trials and tribulations, and I feel like the punching bag. I feel like I'm the punching bag, and I'm taking all the hits for all the other energies and entities out there. And then I pop back up again, and I'm like, well, I'm still here. I still breathe, dude. Why? I don't even know. And so I have to, like, 5 o'clock again. Big changes are coming. So I'm like, trying to comprehend the whole comprehension, but then I have to get it off of me so that I can comprehend more. It's like having so much storage that I get so many pieces of the puzzle that, like, again, because of trials and tribulations, I was granted the position to dispose of it. And so many people and things out there are just like, and there's nothing you can do. The more that you pull it, the more that you try to cover it up, the more you look guilty. I mean, that's kind of how it's going down right now. And I'm like, damn, dude, even me, like my person, is like, whoa, that sucks, dude. Like, I'm just flowing through it too. You know what I mean? And then I get all these fucking messages that I have to relay. And then there's another part of me, I feel like, okay, nobody's even watching this. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, well, I write about it and I know it's out there. But then there's other densities around me because I live in the woods. Like, on a spiritual level, like, other spirits came forward. They're like, no, we document this too. So please understand, even though we can't help you, like, we get it. And we know it. And it's not for nothing. And trying to justify the means is becoming, like... I'm looking at Pure Cure. I have an email from Pure Cure. And that's relevant somehow. Because trying to justify the means it's coming. It's here already. And because I'm on a different fragment, and I can read all the way through, again, the more you pull me down, the higher it gets, and then I have to translate all of it. All of it gets disclosed now. Not just your piece, not just the piece that imprinted, but all of it. And they're like, fuck. It doesn't matter what even happens. Again, as I was speaking this, and I was like, man, I'm tired of, like, put my asshole on the line doing this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm on the front line taking the hits. And I keep, every time I wake up, I'm like, man, because there's a portion of me that's like, oh, you want to, get a house and start an off-grid, a community and all that. I don't get to do that. I don't get to do that. And I'm tired of pretending like I'm supposed to come here and, like, start a family and have, like, this fake episode, this fake program. No. I take hits on every level, every single fucking level you pull me. And the more that you pull me, another level fucking exists now. And it's like, it's a lot right now. But if I'm the translator. So if I don't help make this make sense for you, you don't got no place to go to. And that's where it's at right now. Again, I don't like to do these messages. I don't. And there's a part of me that feels like nobody hears it. I haven't gotten no views on TikTok, and it's on other platforms too. I've got no views on TikTok, and 9 of my fucking videos won't post right now. But they're there. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the filter is. I need you to know, the more you try to filter me, the more others are going to know about you filtering. And it's going to backfire. And that was your action. And there's a cause and effect to everything, man. And the cause is enormous. So congratulations, man. On love.